Mic check 1, 2, 3.
What's going on, guys? We are the bench and we are back. As you can see, we're kind of discussing as to see if we like this new setting. So if you like it, let us know. If not,
we just go back to
we'll
what
go
it
back
was.
to the way we were going. As you can see, I'm sitting next to my brother today, Edgar.
Unfortunately, he kept on complaining that he would get my bad habits of not being able to pronounce words or to say things. He had a lot today, so I gave him a break.
Yeah, for real. I was just saying stupid shit today. He's like, "Oh, Marco." I'm like, "Fuck." Guys, before we get today's video started, please watch our other videos, like and subscribe, and reach out to us on our social media outlets down below. We have things a little bit different today. I think it's a little more exciting, a little, out of the box.
International break gives us a chance to do that.
It
That's
does.
why I do enjoy this. I
Yeah.
step away from the club and we talk about some other topics.
Yeah, and
We
although
talked about
Wire,
Zlatan the other day. Hit us up. Look at our other videos. So, but today, what's the topic?
Eric thinks that the last video was pretty good. And if you don't get that
Eric
joke,
was
watch the last video.
Eric was very annoying last video.
Eric was
More than
really
usual.
annoying. But before we get things kicked off today, we do want to give a shout out to our team Inter who have moved on to the semifinals on a
Really
4-3
well fought
aggregate
game today.
Yeah, really well fought game. We were missing
Lost, but
El Capi today on the field.
I was literally on the bench, the church bench,
And
praying.
praying we moved on.
apparently didn't play
And
enough.
yeah, so I actually, Jose, who is our coach and slash manager, got the curse of Eric, and got the red card and got sent off the field.
The day that he tells Eric, "Hey, I want you as my assistant coach," is when he just passed along the
Got
the
sent
curse
to the
of Eric.
stands.
And hey, and who said it? Zidane started as an assistant. Fito.
Fito
So I was like,
said it.
yeah, cool, I'll take that. Which actually is a good segue to our conversation for this first segment, which is player coaches.
Yeah.
This we're gonna talk about, different players who are now coaches, obviously player coaches, and their success. And we do have one question towards the very end, which we'll ask, and we want your opinion as well. So let's kick things off with, we have a list in the background. Who do you want to kick things off with?
Start from the bottom up.
Bottom up?
From the fresh.
No. We can't start with my man right there.
All
My
right.
man, you know who that is. Let's start with Luis Enrique.
Luis Enrique. Okay.
Edgar, this is more of a personal connection to you because he was the Barcelona coach.
He is now the Spain coach.
He's not a Spain coach. I mean, it's personal to me, but let's be honest. I wasn't following Luis Enrique when he was a player.
Correct.
I followed him when he was a coach, but I really don't know much about him as a player. The only thing is that it is nice to see when a player who had a good reputation with his team come back as a coach and achieves a lot.
With his team.
And it's
Teams, because
yeah.
he was at
Yes,
Real Madrid
He
and
played
at
for Real
Barcelona.
Madrid and then went to Barcelona.
Yeah. So he's achieved he achieved a lot with Barcelona, greatly appreciated. But did he have much experience before going to Barcelona? I don't think
recall, no. But
No, it was like
I think
he was a decent coach, but
He's been overseas a lot, like, with other teams. It might have been La Liga, but the one coach that I did see really bad progress with was Pep
As a player.
as a player.
how do you mean?
He was on the B squad for a long time. He finally got on, barely got any caps. He got loaned out, barely did anything, and he was a CDM back in his playing days.
Mm-hmm.
But he's one of the greatest coaches of all time.
Yeah. So as a coach, he's amazing. As a player, he was below average.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was on
Yeah.
Roma for a short spell. Obviously, he was on Barcelona, as we all know. But for the majority of his career, he was in the Barcelona and La Castilla.
Yeah.
La Castilla?
No, I can see it for
Yeah,
Real
that's
Madrid.
yeah, no, but I know what you
Yeah.
mean. I know what you mean.
Yeah, you have to get out of the room, bro.
For real.
You know he's gonna give it away. He's gonna give it away every time.
Marco 2.0. Anyway.
I didn't catch a joke. I saw it coming, and it's like my man answers it. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ.
So going back to Luis Enrique, he did.
All right, what do you want to get at though? Like, he was a great coach.
He was a great coach. So what?
He won us a treble. Like, the guy did great
All right,
things for
so
us.
now let's take it to the other side of the spectrum, of the other side of the
Conversation.
well, not the conversation, but of what's going on in a coach who wasn't that good of a player, but is a great coach, to somebody who's a great coach, who's a great player, and was a great coach.
Even a
And
better
still
coach.
is a great coach. Even better coach.
Yep.
Probably more success as a coach. Not really, but getting there.
Yeah.
Which I would say it had to be Zizou.
Yep.
One of the best players
Well,
of all
yeah.
time.
So won it.
I want to say
Champions
Ancelotti, but
No.
damn it. I mean, Zizou did the same thing.
Well, not that and more. So
Yeah.
champion as a player,
Yeah.
at least Champions League,
World Cup.
World Cup.
and then as an assistant, he was also a Champions League winner,
Mhm.
and as a coach, he was a 3-time Champions League
Yeah.
winner. Now, as a player, he had like what everybody remembers, or one of the things that Zizou is more remembered of is his last game
The headbutt.
against
Against,
Italy.
yeah, Italy
Yeah.
when he was playing
Yeah.
in the
Which-
World
But
Cup.
he at that point, he already had a World Cup.
Yeah, he
Yes.
did.
So it
he
wasn't
did.
like
No.
he missed something. He had
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
I think the only all right. This is just going personal about what he would have to achieve to become the best. Is he would have to take a team that's in a bad rut and take them to Champions League,
So United.
or take a mediocre national team and take them to the World Cup final and win.
Okay.
That
So-
would be next echelon,
So
next level.
Basically,
Mediocre.
no big name team.
All right, no, if you were to take over Manchester United right now and turn that squad around, that would be a successful
So
story.
when he took
Which-
over for Real Madrid, when Benitez was there,
Yeah.
that wasn't enough of
That to me, it wasn't enough because the squad was still. And I'm not saying that he's still not phenomenal. I'm saying that that's the only thing that's left for him because he's literally probably one of the best coaches ever, and he's got at least 20 years left in his career. He's
Yes.
already tied or passed Ancelotti.
if you
It's
put
like
it,
how much higher does he have to go? What's the next step he has to take?
Win a World Cup as a coach.
Yeah,
Ba-
exactly.
basically,
And that's what I'm saying. Like those are the things. Like
but you have,
there's
you,
not
the
much
one
more.
thing that I won't argue much with it, but the one thing that I can't say about Zizou was that he came in only having 1 year of experience.
One year
and a half, because he only had that's all he had as a coaching, because he went as an assistant, and then when Ancelotti left, he went into becoming the Castilla coach for only 6 months, and then he was given the
He's
the
phenomenal.
first team.
He's phenomenal. Like
I think
I'm not gonna fight you on it
I
because
actually don't
it's
think
incredible.
he had credentials to be a coach when he became the first coach. I think he had to have somebody else to have that.
At Barcelona,
I could be
Real
wrong.
Madrid?
Yeah, I could be wrong. But if I'm mistaken, I think he had the
He went
credentials,
through his certificates and got everything. I'm pretty sure he was going to school
yeah.
for it. And
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, it's like, all right, he is phenomenal.
Okay.
That's one example where he was a great
So-
player, great coach. I mean, what more do you have to challenge? What more challenges does he need to prove himself even further? I don't think he needs to prove himself any further. Me being a guy who's literally opposed to every team he's ever really been on, I can't give him shit. I can't.
So
I can propose better challenges and harder challenges, but that to me won't mean that he isn't great because he hasn't achieved them.
So for you, a player coach, who would you put as a really successful player coach?
A really successful player coach.
that came like from nothing, brought a crappy team, brought him up, or whatever.
I have to throw it out to Kenny Dalglish. He actually was a player coach, like where he was actually a player on the team and coaching the team at the same time.
like Ryan Giggs.
No, Ryan Giggs stopped.
Like he was a player coach.
He was a player, but he stopped. He didn't play again. After he started coaching, he didn't play again.
Like he was player coaching for a while.
I think it was like what?
1 or 2
When
seasons.
that was the season David Moyes got fired.
I thought it was Van Gaal.
I don't even know.
I'm
But
pretty sure it was
my
Van Gaal.
point is that Kenny Dalglish actually stopped playing, and then they told his own staff told him, "You got to go play again." And my man stepped on the field, scored goals. But honestly,
And for those who don't know who he is, where did he play?
he played at Liverpool.
Okay.
He's Sir Kenny for everybody. But I mean, honestly, you don't see that. Like, how often do you see a coach that becomes a great, successful,
Okay.
like Zizou? I can't compare anybody. You're trying to tell me to compare to Zizou.
Yeah.
Who?
I'm not trying
At
to
the
compare.
moment, you can't.
No.
You have to see what my man does, Thierry Henry, but we'll talk about that a little bit later.
Yeah.
'Cause that's more of a.
There's,
All
there's,
right,
there's
all
more,
right.
we,
Personal
we
to
have
me
more. We have more.
There's more, yeah. But I do want to ask you one thing, because there was a post that I sent these guys earlier this week between Klopp and Saudi when they had the clash with each other. When Saudi looked over at Klopp, and Klopp was just smiling and laughing, and Saudi was like, "What's going on?" And Klopp was like, "Aren't you having fun?" And I get goosebumps. Look at that. Look at that. I'm not even kidding. If I'm gonna show you guys, I get goosebumps. And Saudi's like, "This is fucking amazing." Bro, when I read that, I just had the biggest smile on my face. And then even with me assisting, coaching this below amateur team, because just be honest, that's what we are.
Well, I'm a retired player.
He's
basically.
retired. I have busted up knees. I mean, it's a fun league. Don't get us wrong, but even me as assistant coaching this team after our coach got sent off. Good on you. Welcome to my world. It felt good when I would make like a call to a defender because I play defense and I feel more comfortable in calling those kind of plays and seeing a good result come out of that. It was like, oh shit.
It's invigorating.
It's like, oh shit, that was my
It's
call
fun.
right there.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, it was such a simple thing, but I was like, oh my god, it felt so good. And now, can you imagine that on their level, on the world class level?
All right,
where-
you're calling that out where Sari said that about Klopp and
Well,
at the
between
end of
each other.
between each other, but Liverpool was losing at that point, and Klopp still had that sort of passion and love and enjoyment of the game, which is beautiful. This is what I want to go at. Sarri has the same kind of feeling. He's the same kind of coach.
I was gonna give him crap because he's giving you crap because you're talking about Liverpool, but he loves Klopp.
I know. He
Oh,
put
I
it in a
love Klopp.
message. He loves
I
Klopp.
love
I know.
I'm not denying that, but yo, the thing is like your conversation
I
always goes
can't-
back to like
No, I get
Liverpool.
Literally, you didn't finish what the message said. No, but it's like Sarri was also in it too, and you saw them both after the game. They hugged each other out. They call. It's like that's what you want to see, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's exciting, and that's like the grassroots of football showing at the highest level of football, which is beautiful.
I don't think you can see that in any other sport. Maybe in basketball. I can see that possibly in basketball because they're very similar in the way that it's played.
Yeah.
Maybe not obviously not the scores, but like the way it's played is very similar, you know. And but if I think about football, I can't see the other coach looking at the other coach. This is a good game. No, I don't
Well,
see that.
they're also on the other side of the field. Over here, they're about 10 yards.
Hey, good. No, I don't see that happening. I don't see it happening in tennis because there's only obviously two people on one person or two people on each side.
Baseball neither.
Baseball,
Team sports, no.
Well,
Team
soccer
sports,
is a team sport.
no, I was like, only on team sports is
Oh,
where I
yeah.
expect it. And
You don't
yeah,
see it.
basketball and
I can only see that in basketball and in football. So,
but it's
soccer. Sorry.
it's fun. It's enjoyable.
And I mean, I'm talking from like the most basic level of like I guess you could consider coaching, which is I have no credentials whatsoever.
His 1 day of coaching.
Assistant coaching,
There you
and
go.
only one half because the first half our coach is still there. So literally nothing. But
you
just
know what's
one
crazy?
thing.
You know what's crazy? You're looking at two football coaches right now. We keep talking about Klopp and Sarri. Klopp played for Mainz in the second division, and I mean that's how he came through. He was a player coach who literally was a player,
Yeah.
became coach because the team was completely under bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Sarri changed careers. He had a
He was a
full-
banker.
He was
was a
complete.
banker.
Said, you know what? I'm gonna start coaching.
He hated his job.
Yep.
He was a banker. He hated his job.
Mhm.
And then here you go.
Mhm.
And then he started. I think he started coaching his local team. I think I could be
Yes.
wrong. And then little by little, that's how it started rolling. And then he had like a 2 year of the nothing. And then somebody remembered that he was a really good coach. Said come in. It was like third division, and little by little he started going up.
It's incredible. Look at what each one of these managers are.
I think his big
Klopp
team
did
was
the
Napoli.
soccer route where he was playing with shit teams and he wasn't making a buck and it was hard to live off of that money.
Yeah.
While the other guy had a full on career and said, "No, I'm gonna change it." But they still ended up at the same spot and they still have that same grassroots love and passion for it. It's like I don't know. You saw it at the end of the game, like it was beautiful.
If I got that little satisfaction of the most basic thing that I've ever done in my life, I can't even imagine what these guys are going through,
Yeah.
what they feel on that pitch when they see the craziest game like we saw today in our league, but they're
Yeah.
coaching world-class players.
We usually show you guys pictures of the games. This we can't expect much because I had the camera. I had to put the camera down. The game was such a good game
Yeah.
that I couldn't concentrate on taking pictures. I'm sorry, Nando. I couldn't take a picture of your
Of his
amazing
slide tackle, yeah. So
And it was right in front of me too.
enough about our game because
Yes,
obviously you guys
yes,
don't
dude,
care
yes.
about that because that's not really important right now. But back to player coaching, I do want to kind of quickly go over these two recent player coaches, not too recent, but somewhat recent, which are Stevie G
Yep.
and Frank Lampard.
Yeah,
What-
they're up and coming.
Yeah,
Up and comers.
I want to get a Chelsea fan's perspective. So if you are a Chelsea fan, let us know below what you think Frank Lampard's success is going to be, or is he even going to move on to like a bigger team, or is he going to stay with the teams that he's coaching right now, which I believe is QPR, right?
No, he's coaching Derby.
Oh, I'm sorry, Derby. Who's coaching QPR?
Derby. QPR.
Rangers is
Rangers.
Rangers,
is-
wow.
You're
Wow.
thinking
Stevie G.
Queens Park Rangers.
Yes,
No,
yes.
it's George coaching Rangers from
Yes.
the Scottish League.
Yes. So now, as a Liverpool perspective,
They're
Yeah.
both eights. They both play the same position. They both everything. The two people that you're thinking about.
Yeah.
So I can see why you confuse them. I confuse them all the time.
I mean,
I can't remember who played for who.
I know who they play for, but
Again, we go again. Marco 2.0.
I know who they play for. Gerard.
Yeah.
Since obviously
He's doing
a
good.
great player of
He's
all
doing
time.
good with Rangers.
What do you see him? If compare him to a coach now, what level do you see him getting at?
It's too early to say for me because he did coach with Liverpool's under 18s.
Mm-hmm.
Then from there, that's where he got his job at Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
He's been actually doing good with Rangers. He's done some very good scouting. He's got limited money because he's basically being restricted, and that's forcing him to become better.
Yeah.
So far this season, it's great. I've enjoyed seeing him, the results he's gotten. He's in Europa League, and he's doing fairly well. Celtic actually isn't doing as well. They're actually higher than Celtic, and Celtic has the monies, has Brendan Rodgers, who it's pretty fun to see them go against each other.
Yeah.
But my point is that what his potential is, I don't know. What my dream is that he wins the Premier League with Liverpool as Liverpool coach.
That would be
full circle.
That
in a way.
But
no. If he loses it as a Liverpool coach, that would be full circle.
Yeah,
that would hurt. I want him to break the circle, break the chain.
That'd be the first, right?
Well, assuming Klopp doesn't do it, but assuming I would just love Stevie G to get the Premier League with Liverpool.
Did you see Klopp to Madrid?
They've been saying that for a while. I don't believe it.
Next
No.
year.
Not gonna happen.
Next
Klopp's
year.
at 7 years. He stays until the end.
Please eat
Next year.
humble pie. All right. So a couple other players, player coaches that have come around throughout the ranks. We didn't really get too much into them. It's gonna be Simeone, who played for Atletico Madrid. Obviously, had a short spell in Italy where he played with Inter and Lazio, and he also early in his career played it with Sevilla. So
Yeah,
he has that football, that defensive football.
Yeah.
You can see it from Italy now to Atletico.
Yeah.
La Liga. So
He
that's
learned something
awesome.
there. He learned something there, and
Yeah.
he's definitely using it as tactics now.
Yeah.
As Atletico's fan, I actually think at some point he's gonna go and coach Italy. Inter.
Yeah, I can see it.
I can see him going to not like I don't think it's a huge team, but to like a more successful team with maybe more Champions League history. You know what I'm saying? Even though Atletico has it, I think they have it.
Inter?
No, Atletico.
You don't have Champions League.
You know? Oh, they get to the finals, right? Against
No,
Real
you
Madrid.
have European success.
Yeah, European success, but
No,
I
that's
can
what I'm
see
saying. He's gonna go to Inter.
Yeah, and seeing
I
how
can
they're
see
doing
him
right
going
now,
there.
that'd be kind of
Honestly, I wish he would have gone to Arsenal.
I would have loved
I would have
that.
loved to.
Although I hated him, but I would have liked to see.
I wouldn't mind. I would have loved it.
Arsenal need that garra, you know that.
Yeah, because he that's what he has.
Yeah.
He loves the sport so much. He loves what he does so much. And you can see it on the
Pours
field.
onto the field. That
You
love.
can see it because he gets mad. He wants to play too. So
I'm coaching from here on out. So we covered Luis Enrique, Frank Lampard, Stevie G, Pep, Simeone, Ancelotti.
Ancelotti,
Sorry. Ancelotti, actually, obviously, he's had success with a lot of teams. Real Madrid, Inter. He played for Roma, Parma, and Milan.
he also coached for Bayern Munich, and he is now at Napoli.
He won the Champions League with Inter, correct? If I'm mistaken.
He has two. So he has one with
Real,
and then I think he has it with Inter too.
I'm pretty sure.
He has
Let us
3,
know.
doesn't he?
He has 3. I believe he has 3.
Yeah, he has 3. Pretty sure he's got 3.
We should know this, don't we?
We should, and it's bad that we don't.
Bad that we don't. As you can tell, with this coffee, it's having our brains.
Yeah,
going
we usually
crazy.
go for Red Bulls.
Yeah,
but this time it was
usually we
coffee,
just
so
go
it
off a
doesn't
cup
really
of
wake us up that much.
But yeah, we'll figure out how many Champions League.
All
We
right.
knew this, but we just forgot. Wow.
You guys put a lot of player coaches that have done good or are doing good. It looks nice. I mean, we got one to cover that just got awarded a great team, and we'll see where that ends up. But you didn't go the other way. Phenomenal players that were terrible coaches.
Mention one.
Well,
I know one.
Go for it.
Diego Maradona.
Well, he's a drug addict, so that's
he
not,
is.
That's,
He is.
it's not-
But if he's considered one of the best, if not the best,
Player of all
arguably
time?
player of all time, he is a terrible coach.
Yeah, he was a really bad one.
Did you see what
Phenomenally
he said to
terrible.
Messi? Don't ever come back to the national team. They don't deserve you, something like that.
Yeah, but I don't know if he said that high or coming off being high or
Yeah.
it's like
But
these are great
all right,
stories, but
so-
it's also
no, but
gone
then
the
there's
other way.
also
a lot.
Gattuso, who's coaching AC Milan.
It's
So does this
going
shit?
okay.
So this is good. You ever seen that video? So I mean, they're
But he's already. He's
It
doing
goes
all
the
right.
other way.
Yeah,
he's doing all right.
Yeah, but he's
doing
still a young coach. But yeah, I mean, Maradona is kind of hard because I mean, Maradona, you know.
Yeah. He's never gonna be known as the coach. He's always gonna be known as the
No.
No, but
Remember World
Oh
Cup?
no, that.
Not to you guys.
and now
This
he's
is
coaching in the
Maradona,
Mexican League now.
yeah.
Yes, second division.
There you go.
But that's why we wanted to bring something uplifting.
And save best for last. My favorite player of all time, who just got his first head coaching gig. Arsenal legend, World Cup winner, Champions League winner. Thank you to Barcelona, unfortunately. I would honestly go as far as saying New York Red Bulls legend because let's face it,
Yeah.
that's the most recent legend there is. Thierry Henry got selected to be the head coach of his boyhood club, Monaco.
I think it's a big stepping stone, and I think it's just gets him one step closer to being an Arsenal coach.
Is it a step too far?
I don't think so at all.
I'm worried.
I think he took all the proper steps. He went from being
I agree.
a player, which obviously he's one of the best, I think one of the best of all time. Not the best, but one of the. To an analyst at Sky Sports.
Yes.
So not only does he read the game well, we saw it, the way he interprets the games, he knows the game. Then he went to go be an assistant coach at Belgium, who did phenomenal. And he was a part of that squad in the World Cup where they honestly could have gone all the way.
Yeah.
And now he's coaching his boy
Monaco.
club. I am so excited to see him do work.
I'm a little worried,
I hope
but
him for the best.
It's early in the season.
very early.
Monaco is in really bad shape, so really there's only progression. It can't get really much worse, which is good.
Get relegated.
I doubt that's gonna happen. Very doubtful.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Falcao's gonna be playing under him. That's insane.
Falcao. Then they had the other Dembele, not Dembele kid. Some other young kids, but they have a decent
They have
squad.
a
They
decent squad.
unfortunately got rid of a lot of players.
Well, they
because,
sold off everything.
Yeah, everything else.
Pretty
but-
much.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm excited for him. I
yeah,
hope he does
Thierry
well.
Henry.
I just hope he doesn't get into Champions League.
Chill.
I don't want to see him there because
Is he already there?
I'd like to see him play against Arsenal in the Europa League.
It's too late. Next year, we'll be in the Champions League with you guys.
Wait, isn't he in Champions
See?
League this year?
Who?
Monaco.
They should be. They got like second last year. So
Yeah, so he will be playing Champions League. This
You're just
year.
talking shit.
Okay.
I'm just giving
Sounds like
shit.
it.
My man don't get it over here.
Smago 2.0.
That'd be 3 and 4.
All right, guys, that wraps up this video. If you guys have any other player coaches that you want us to talk about or you want to just to mention out there, let us know in the comments down below. Also, reach out to us through Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and which will also be down below. Like and subscribe.
Always.
That's me pushing the like button.
Yep.
And I hope you guys like our new jerseys, our new layouts. We're gonna have different stuff coming in every time. So if you want to see your team, your country, your club, let us know. We'll try to get that up here for you
Or
guys.
just send it to us. Send us the shirts.
With that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this and watch our next video, which should be uploading maybe
Right after this.
right
video.
after this one. So, peace.